Well, there's lots to talk about. It was a busy week, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess.
You guess. Started with the Super Bowl.
Okay, I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Did you know that there was a Super Bowl?
I did after the fact. I mean, I knew there would be one. I just wasn't. I don't know. I just stopped caring, I guess.
Is it that whole kneeling thing? Is that what kind of like did it for you, or what, man?
Well, I think the kneeling thing that's overblown. I mean, people were like, "I'll never watch football again," and all of those same people were asking me if I watched the Super Bowl. So obviously, it didn't stick for any length of time. Um, I'll tell you, the kneeling thing did tick me off, but it wasn't like I was pissed off at the NFL itself. You know, individuals have a right to protest, I suppose, but not on company time. I don't
Right.
think. You know.
That's my issue about the whole thing. Is I don't
Um,
you know
yeah, but shy of that, I mean, I don't care. I don't anybody that was kneeling, I didn't have a lot of respect for to begin with. I mean, at the risk of being beaten up by an NFL football player at some point, I will say they play a game. They play a game for a living. I don't care what their opinions are on anything, anything. So play the game. Just dance for me, entertain me, because that's what you are, minstrel. And that's it. I
wow.
don't care about their opinions. I don't feel that they are any more informed than anybody else. And as far as I'm concerned, they can just shut up. Yeah,
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah.
they're
I
entertainers. Entertainers, just as a rule of thumb, right? If you're an entertainer, that's your job. If I need to ask an entertainment relating question, I will come to you. Politics, not. It's not their expertise.
Yeah. Okay.
They
Right.
live in an ivory tower somewhere, and that's
Right.
at anybody that gets paid for doing anything that kids do for free, right? They have no right to have an opinion or express an opinion to me unsolicited. They just don't. I don't care. If you're playing a sport or which kids play for free, if you're playing pretend in maybe a movie or something like that, yeah. If you're dancing around, uh, I don't.
Okay.
I don't go to a plumber and ask them, their opinion of,
Politics.
the politics or anything else
Sports.
really. If I have a plumbing related question, though, I'm all over that plumber because he's gonna know.
Right.
He's a subject matter expert, and I'm down with that.
Well, so by that rationale, then we don't really, have any kind of like.
What?
I mean, like who? Why would anybody care to listen to our opinion about politics? Right.
Because our dear viewer uh, enjoys to hear our opinions, but that's all they are, is opinions. I
Right.
mean, we are technically just bloviating here, and that's cool. That's cool. But
Right.
here's the difference, right?
Right.
I'm not going to work and using my platform at work to express my political views, right? I'm here on my own time doing my own thing, and I'm not forcing it down anybody's throat. I'm
Okay.
not tracking people down. I'm not, there. That's the main difference. It's like I'm not doing it at work, and I
Fair
refuse
enough.
to do it at work. So mostly because
Yeah.
that'll probably get me beat up at work.
Yeah. Or fired. Or fired. Um. Yeah. No, I agree. I think that Mr. Kaepernick should do it on his own time.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's harming his career, he's harming his place of business, he's harming his team. So yeah, he needs to do it on his own time.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
So, but that's not really what I want to talk about.
You want to talk about the Super Bowl? You want to talk about the halftime show?
Yeah,
I
halftime
just
show.
watched the halftime
Did you
show.
watch the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Yeah. So did you see J Lo's pole
I did.
dancing and crotch grabbing and her her assless chaps. Well, I guess it still had ass, but it was very like tight.
Yeah, well,
right
and technically all chaps are in fact assless. Once they have an ass in them, they become pants and they cease
Yeah,
to be chaps.
right, but she had hers was weird because
I agree. It was weird. Really, if you were worried about what Shakira was doing, I mean, that's what she does. If you,
yeah, no, I wasn't worried about Shakira.
yeah,
I thought,
yeah, and
that
all
was
that I
okay.
found to be actually
Tame.
pretty tame.
Yeah,
And then
except for the weird like tongue thing that she did, which apparently is Lebanese.
well, whatever. Again, that's belly dance. They do weird stuff, but and then when J Lo came out, I was like, oh, okay, I see, because she's up on a pole when she first comes out, and it's like, okay, so here's the pole dancing, but it was like, okay, she's on a pole, I guess technically, but there are women that do pole dance fitness now, so it's not even a thing, and I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I feel like more was made out of it than actually there was there.
Would you allow your, let's say your daughter is like 10, would you be okay with her watching that?
I don't know. I guess it's on the Super Bowl, so it kind of caught everybody by surprise.
Right, but that's the point, right? I mean, there's like a contract, right? So you are expecting a certain kind of product, and then the product is different, right? So I think that's why people are upset.
I get it, and
yeah,
for a Super Bowl halftime show, I suppose it pushed the envelope a bit, but it's not like the envelope has never been pushed before.
Yeah, it doesn't make it right.
No, I was actually more taken with the like the songs came, and they came so rapid fire. You got maybe 20, 30 seconds of a song at best.
Right.
I was like, let the song develop. I'd rather have fewer songs and see more and hear more of this each individual song.
Right.
That was my main criticism as far as it being too sexually explicit. Is like borderline maybe, but mostly not. I found it to be far more tame than it was reported to be. So
yeah, well, I think that's it too, right? Because you were expecting a certain level of untameness, right? And,
I was expecting it to be debauchery, but it was
and it wasn't, right? But if
it wasn't. But honestly, if I had been watching that, I don't think I would have been horrified in any way. Certainly, they took a few liberties, mostly in the costume, I would say.
Right.
The dance was mostly just Latin dance. Even the pole dancing was very tame for the little bit that you saw of it.
It was a costuming, I think, that was more jarring than anything else. Yeah.
Sure. If they had covered her butt when she first came in, even though underneath the chaps was the next outfit she was wearing, so.
Right. But it didn't feel that way. You know what I mean?
It didn't. The circle that it made around her butt, kind of drew a little more. I would say undue attention.
Undue.
Yeah, she's looking a little older than she did before. I'll admit that too. I mean, she looks real good, far better than I would.
Well, she's in her 50s, man.
In assless chaps, but that's.
Speak for yourself, sir.
I just did. I'm sure there are a lot of people who dream of you in assless chaps.
I dream about myself in assless chaps, actually.